face of gold.
Someone must extinguish thy flame. Graceless tarnished. I've given thee courtesy enough. Burn the Erd tree to the ground. He's a god-forsaken monster.
Corpse after corpse left in my way.
May chaos take the world!
I have endured more than enough. My purpose standeth unchanged. Be assured the Elden Ring resteth close at hand.
All right, everybody. Welcome yet again to another evening of Two Worlds Apart Bingus. Joined with me today is Loci. Thank you for joining me.
No problem. Thanks for having me. Looking forward to it. I think we're going to have a very decent game today. Two very strong teams, and it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah. So on the red team we have Cacio and Pepe, which is PepeJack and Nuclear Pasta Tom. And for the blue team we have BONQUE, which is Furtive Pick Me, and Elash. Both teams incredibly experienced bingo players and teams in general, and they seem to be very proficient at the format. So I think this is going to be a doozy of a match.
Yeah. First of all, Elash, they have been playing right since the beginning of this format, and we've got really good teamwork. Both know their respective areas or regions very well. And against them, obviously, Tom and Jack, both winners of separate different tournaments, bingo brawlers for Tom, and Jack winning won the DLC bingo tournament, that bingo club tournament, a couple of months ago, I think now. So some very good competition going on today.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, one of the interesting parts, I mean, you can check if the players are ready.
We have got the hours, so ready whenever. If you want
Alright.
me to start this countdown, I can start the countdown.
Yeah, we can. Let's go. Also, middle square predictions.
I think it's going, because it's been following him around like anything, it's going to be Promise Consort, Radahn, and Moog, Lord of Blood.
Oh, that's a banger middle square.
And I say that just because it's been stalking me and Save for the last so many officials.
Yeah, I think it might be 10 crackpots.
Okay. Just a rush right from the start.
Just a rush. Just 10 crackpots. Just a very intense rush.
I wouldn't mind something like tunnels or maybe catacombs. There's like a middle, like 3 of each, something like that. So.
Ooh.
2 Curse Blade, that is a rush, but on the DLC side this time.
Yeah, it's very much a rush.
What else have we got? 6 bosses, Mountaintops Consecrated. I hate that square so much.
Oh, yeah. I had that in my last game. 6 is the highest possible roll for that square, and it's a nightmare.
Top left diagonal, though, we've got double Millennia.
Oh, wow. We have double Millennia. Holy.
You was asking last time we
Yes.
co-commentated about a Millennia Square, so you got your wish a game late.
Pretty excited about this.
Top right DLC, 3 of those squares are very quick. So in order to make sure you don't get forced into like Dancing Line or Tree Spirits, one of the teams has to make sure, like both teams have got to make sure they get a square on that top right diagonal, because if they get forced into the top 2, it's going to be quite awkward for them.
Yeah. I'm hopping over so we can see some starting classes, and also I will be using the overlay a little bit. We see Handsome Tom there for only a moment.
So base game, in terms of quick squares, we're looking at Sleeping Golem in Lane Dell. That is a quick one with the unlocked graces we have in this format. You just port to Weeping, drop down, it's a rush. The Sleeping Golem is quite scary early on because it's lane Dell scaling still, so it will one-shot you, but you can loop it pretty okay, to be honest. That combined with probably the Godric with Nefeli Lu, although that's not looking too great on this board. So I
Yeah.
think I could see the base game players getting set up immediately. There is a lot of late game killing on this board, so I could see them both going for a +9 immediately, or some sort of like high upgrade.
Yeah.
DLC, on the other hand, I think something in that top right. Although I got to say, middle square, they're just going to full send it. I'd be surprised if they don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we see Elash already queuing up the port to round
He's
table.
already in the menu.
Yeah, so
Gordon Bennett.
definitely going for that. But
Yep.
it is pretty interesting. We do see, what is this weapon? Is this the Flamberge for Jack? Yeah, it is the Flamberge.
It's looking like it.
All right,
Yeah,
Furtive
something
and
like-
Jack are both starting with it. I didn't see how far away they are from wielding it. None of them start with lands between runes, so I would assume it's not quite enough to wield it. It's an incredibly strong starting weapon, and like you were mentioning before, the scaling on the Sleeping Golem in Leyndell is quite large, but if you have a weapon that can stagger quite easily, usually it's not a problem. If you can stagger loop him with the 2 charge R2s, it should be pretty simple, even though he can be pretty wonky with how he falls through whatever surface
if he goes
he's
like
on.
if he goes near the barriers, you are just not gonna have a fun time. But let the fun begin. Both immediately port in. So in this format, once the timer hits 0, both DLC players don't need to go and grab a grace. As soon as the fog wall's down, they can insta-port to round table and they can check the weapons in there. If they get a decent one, they can full on send the Curse Blade. What have they got? Curve Club, that's not too bad. Does go with the Savage Lion's Claw, so it's infusion. Venomous Fangs could be a shout. I don't know how it'd be good for you.
I don't
As
know.
my Scourge Axe is trash.
Elash choosing a somber weapon though.
Interesting.
Did you see which
I didn't
one?
see.
And Jack.
I didn't see what he bought.
Yeah, and Tom is choosing a smithing weapon. I didn't see if he went for the Venomous Fang.
He went for the Venomous Fangs for this one.
Which is like a good weapon, but I feel like for specifically Curse Blades, that seems like a pretty difficult weapon to kill them with.
Flowerstone Gavel from Elash.
That's a first.
I'm not a fan of that weapon, to be truly honest.
That means you've used it.
I have. I mean, it'll do well against Sendersax, I think. Like Asher Warb, does. I think it has inherent dragon damage. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. But I remember using it, and I don't feel like the damage was great on it, to be honest.
So worth noting, Elash does not look like he was able to actually afford armor. Or no, he did. He did. I was just about to say he didn't equip it just yet.
So he's going straight for this first Curse Blade. This is going to be the easiest one of the lot because pretty much all the rest of them are going to be... Oh, actually, thinking about it, the normal ones normally, I've said that 3 times in a row, is to go to Skidoo Altus and do the 2 that are near Morth Ruins. But there could be a shout here because in Bellarat there is one before the Dancing Lion, which also preps you for Queerline. So that could be a shout as your second one, but obviously you don't get as much map. So we'll see what both players decide.
Look at Elash having an incredibly clean first fight here. I mean, I understand that it is the lowest scaling of the lot, but he is definitely ahead of Jack here.
Also, somebody's favorite, getting greases for these weapons that he can't infuse, which is a very good shout. Getting poison and frost on this Curse Blade.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am a little bit surprised. I guess I was thinking about the Curve Club because you can infuse it with the Savage Lines, but with Tom using greases for the whole game, that could be a shout as well with the Venomous Fangs.
I know.
See how it goes though.
I know that I've seen actually the Venomous Fangs not being too bad actually because they have a surprisingly high amount of dex scaling. Like if you get set up for them, they do a ton of damage.
Oh yeah, and as Say mentions in chat, I completely forgot there is a Curse Blade down this little path for Tiolier. I completely forgot about this one actually. Mainly because I never went for it. That is
Interesting.
interesting. Tom did make it night, which is gonna cost. I mean, he was slightly behind anyway, but I am surprised he took the time out.
But I mean, this is such a sensitive square that I mean, basically just anything here is gonna any death, any incident is gonna immediately put the favor over to the other. So, but Elash is firmly ahead on the square for right now.
Yep.
I don't know how
And
much higher scaling this one is.
hmm and now, just looking above for the base game players, now that they have gotten Melanode on the entire route, they are now looking like they're both getting a weapon set up. I saw Jack went into Mantops for a bit of money, and Furtive going up got the Sword of Milos from the Greatsword check. So is a somber weapon, is usable, has pretty low stats. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just go, okay, somber weapon, let's get
Yeah,
started.
yeah. And I mean, both of us are base game players here, and I wouldn't. I'd probably go as far as to say if I was going to set up my Somber 9 here, and if I saw a 730, say 8-minute sleeping golem, I would be
Waylash.
happy.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I
There
mean?
is so much. There's so much killing on this board. I think that Sleeping Golem is like a little bit of a scam square at the start. Like to rush
Yeah.
for.
Oh, Elash is getting memed by the wolves.
Ooh. I can see why Knight could have been a good choice. Okay.
Ooh, dodges it barely. Tom is also
He
in the
has
fight
got.
now.
Yep, he has got a lot of damage on this Curse Blade already. So if he can hold this out, then he is going to get it.
Ooh, what a
It's a good
nice
backstab.
backstab.
So you get a charge attack on this get up. It should be over with. And
Nice.
very nice middle square from Bonk.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And you know, here's one of the things, to be completely honest, with the Sleeping Golem in Lanedale and Godric while summoning Nefeli Lu, is both of those squares, the only thing that they do have working for them in such a late game heavy board is not only, I mean, first of all, we do see a lot of things interacting with the rest of the board and the center square. We have Tree Spirits, we have Castle Manor Fort Boss. We also see on column 3 the Godric while summoning Nefeli Lu also forwards that line. So I think out of the two potential rush squares, I think Godric while summoning Nefeli Lu is the play if you were to go for something with a bit of a lower setup.
It is definitely going to force Tom into some awkward stuff. Although with the column 3, since Sax into Bale isn't as bad as it seems. I mean, they are like horrendous squares to be forced into, but all the squares pretty much add together if you've gone through ADM. Like they're all southwise. I do want to give appreciation to Furtive at the moment
Yeah, I was gonna
because
say.
um, using Dane's footwork whilst using the leggings that increase kick damage, the Divine Bird Warrior feat.
That's kind of funny. You know, I will say, I think even though Furtive was a solid minute, almost minute and a half ahead of Jack, because Jack has status effect on his Flamberge,
Yep,
he's
this
gonna
is gonna be a
catch
huge
up
program.
to
And
this whole play.
yep, and I would say a much better weapon for like in general, to be honest. Like is a great sword, great moveset, and bleed on top. Like, um, yeah, I think going out of his way to get some money, getting this Flambeau set up is gonna help him a lot in getting the square.
I think if Furtive dies here, it would actually be almost a blessing in disguise.
Yep, I think if there is a death here, they would go immediately to get Sword of Milos set up, I think. Or Flamberge, because they did. This needs a good roll. At the same time, getting Maggot down just in general would be nice, though. That's money.
Ooh, they have to be very careful here. Oh, and that's it.
Oh, the double swipe.
Yeah. It was such a long fight. It was reminiscent of my own match against ZZ, where it was Margit plus 6 parries, and I entered the fight a solid like 35, 45 seconds ahead, and he finished the fight by like 30, 40 seconds ahead of me because his setup was just ever so slightly stronger, and I just had a bad fight. So
Yeah.
this goes to show a lot of the things that I've been thinking about when it comes to this format, when people are getting so much more proficient, and it used to be like, oh, as long as you don't die in the fight, that's like good enough, right? You're competitive, you're not dying in the fight, that's fine. But it seems to me now, the more that I've been watching, you see several levels above, because you can be like, you can be good at fighting the boss, and then the next level is being efficient at fighting the boss, and just getting the most amount of DPS possible for certain boss fights is becoming so important to actually remain competitive in this format, as we can see here too.
Weapon diff is a real thing.
Yeah. And Jack went all the way to mountaintops for money before that, and still caught up.
We got, so Elash is going down Elac, getting the perfumed oil of Ranar, access to Golden Misbegotten, and is probably just saying sod it to send a Saxon Bale.
Yeah.
Also access Tree Spirit later on because of the Greys.
Elash does die there.
Oh, what happened then? I wasn't looking. I was looking at the square set. The board.
Running down the Elash River, right? Or up.
I wonder. Yeah, I just completely missed that. I wonder what he died to.
Yeah, and Furtive is continuing on here with this Margit. But
this surprises me.
But does go with the Flamberge for now.
Yeah, I would have gotten a weapon set up, to be honest, at this point, because if Jack doesn't go for it, you've got weapon set up and you can just absolutely rinse through Stormveil.
Yep.
If he's going for it, you're going to miss out and you're going to be behind on a few things.
Yeah.
Because on this board with, with the weapons that they have, they've got Sword of Milos and the Flamberge, that you could use Rykard and Millennia to get yourself into capital for this game.
True. Very true.
Not necessarily needed for the Great Room for this board.
That is very true. You know, I will say another thing is now that we've gotten to this point in the tournament, we have got a couple of timings, I feel, that you can kind of lean into. And given that they entered this fight at like 9:30 or something, you can be completely confident that they're not going for the Sleeping Golem in Lanedale. And with that information, I would almost certainly assume that they would be going for this other play. And dying to it would, I mean, just kind of confirm to me that I'm behind.
I am interested what Furtive's going to do after seeing this mark. Because I imagine they'll get to Nefelilu, maybe just before.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm this far behind, then I would definitely grab the Grace. Because then I'd be like, okay, maybe they're setting up their weapon and like I'm not even... Either I'm fully contested or not contested at all on it. And at that point, I don't mind just being greedy with future positioning, like for the Tree Spirit. Potentially
that's good benefit.
pots and stuff, you know.
That's a really good point with the Tree Spirit and Stormveil. That is a really nice one for Furtive by still having this Stormveil access.
Yeah, and especially with 4 Tree Spirits only. So it's like, it is the lowest scaled Tree Spirit available too, I believe. Ooh, Jack having some really unfortunate RNG here on this Godric. Survives the terrible attack. Throws a Kukri.
Trying
jumps
to give
over the fire.
Poise up. Ooh. I know he's easy, Jack, but make sure you take time with it.
Yep. Ooh, and that's,
okay, there we go.
That's going to be all she wrote.
Yep.
You know, that's going to block the column 3.
Make sure that Tom and Jack aren't forced into some awkward south squares.
Right. However, I will say south for that column 3 is very synergistic. So getting this is incredibly nice, because otherwise you could essentially just send south and start progressing a lot of these squares.
Yep. Tom did get Golden Hippo Grace and ported back to go to Perfumed Oil, but he is about to get sniped on it. So I imagine he'll grab this Grace and then do something else.
It's a really nice. So here's what they look at this. This is again the tree spirits. Surely, this is immediately what Furtive is going for.
Uh,
Yeah, probably
would
gonna
it
go and pick
be?
up the smithing ones, I would assume, because going for 1 or 2 tree spirits here would be a
Mhm.
nightmare to do without any.
I was gonna say for this game, the base game player is likely to do 3 tree spirits because there's no good reason for the DLC player to go back section.
Yeah.
So that is the only thing that I'd say might be delaying them from full sending that tree spirits.
Oh, that's a
Because
good point.
Furtive's got the Storm Veil, got the ulcerated one in Mount Gelmir. I guess the one in Altars as well could be a shout, but I think upgrades are definitely needed before you do the Gelmir and Altars one first. Like if you wanted to rush it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, those guys are actually very tanky, and
Yep.
I wouldn't touch them with a wooden pole that wasn't +9.
hmm
And I would prefer to kind of be +15 with the smithing, but +6 with a somber. To
I
be
think,
completely honest, like they're kind of a menace. Like it's just a
yeah.
long fight if you have to.
I think with Flamberge, +12 is fine because of the bleed proc. I think if it was just regular damage, +15 would be nice, but I think these players could definitely be fine with just +12 with the respective weapons.
Yeah.
Um, is Jack checking the axe check? See if there's like a better song, but oh, Jack. The
Um,
reason why I'm laughing is he had
yeah.
a DLC incident
Oh,
with a
has to be
flower as well
careful.
on Torrent. Um, but yeah, both going for the 2s and 3s in Liurnia in order to get access to the Grace, in order to get to Bowls later potentially.
So we don't know what we're talking about because neither one of
hmm
these two base gamers is going for the somber weapon sort of Milos, which is a little bit surprising because
Mm. I okay, I guess Rykard, so they are both gonna have easy access to 6s, so not I guess it's not too bad to be fair.
yeah. And I mean, the thing is, if you're going for 5 of each pot, potentially, maybe you're just setting it up. All of a sudden, you can get hold wild strikes, for example. Or even if you go to Bernal, you can
Mm.
get impaling thrust, which is a
Yep.
godsend for Melania. It fully
Yeah.
changes that fight.
Okay, nice top right diagonal block by Tom with Queerline.
Yeah, really
I was
nice.
gonna say that there is 5 pots Anthop's Academy key on the board, so good reason to actually go into Academy and maybe get that Glintstone Wetblade.
Yeah, I think so.
Mm.
Because once you do it, you kind of shut down, so no one else is going to go to Academy, and all of a sudden you
Yeah.
just have a status effect ahead of your
Yeah, you're gonna let
opponent.
damage buff. Yep, definitely. Okay. So Elash is killing this first tree spirit. So they could be focusing on that, although might also just be prepping now that that top right has just been taken out by Queerline.
Yeah, would he be running here for any real other reason? No, it's just this.
No.
There's no
Yep.
other synergy at all.
No.
This tree spirit is kind of trolling him though.
Yeah, I am a little surprised that he's doing this now. Maybe it's just a thing to do whilst he thinks, because the rest of the squares are a bit awkward, but at the same time, I'm surprised he's not going doing something that's going to give him a bit more power, because the rest of the fighting on this board is some tanky stuff, to be honest.
Yeah, what would you do here for power? Because it seems
Um,
like Memory of Grace 500k is like
mhm,
an enticing square, but on a
mhm.
board like this, I feel like it's kind of
I think
really detrimental.
Hippo's a shout with the 200k plus the 2 Skidoo
Yeah,
fragments. So that could be a shout. Gives you access to Jory, access to Deathblight Lion, access to big remembrance bosses towards that 500k, like Mesmer and Ramina potentially.
yeah.
Yeah. Interesting that 3 of them are going for bowls, and Elash is doing a tree spirit.
Yeah.
I mean, in fairness, this actually works better for him because I don't think he would have got it anyway because Jack had priority against Furtive. But I am interested what they were talking about beforehand.
Yeah.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, I think, I mean, more and more now, I feel like it would have been so nice to set up a weapon. Like, kind of commit harder for setting up a weapon. Because now you're getting into the Lanciacs, Rykart, Millennia, even, I mean, 3 Catacombs, 6 Consecrated Mountaintops bosses, Morgott. Like, the amount of time that they're going to eventually have to spend here in the base game to just get set up to even have those things available to you is going to be quite a journey.
I will say the more I look at this column 5, the more I actually like it, because although most of it's combined, so it's a bit awkward, but they does synergize quite well together. Jory and Exaltation goes together, Hidden Tear and Tree Spirit goes together. The Pots is sort of the odd one out, but other than that, there's a few things that go together in that column that can be hard or at least awkward to block against.
You know, that's very true. And it's also very scary. Because even though combined squares are very awkward, they're also very easy to hide.
Hmm.
It's very easy to hide the progress for pots and tree spirits and exaltation talismans and crystal tears and stuff. So
Okay, what are the players currently doing? Okay, Jack's getting a snog from one of the enemies in Academy, so fair play to him. Furtive is doing Catacombs, and Tom is getting into Shadowkeep through Hippo, giving him some power and access to a couple of squares. Elash has also joined him in Shadowkeep.
yeah.
Okay. So Jack's going to have access to the 2 Academy squares, the pots and Top's Key. And Furtive's going to be blocking this column 2, making sure they don't get forced into Lanciacs or that Ramina Millennia. I could very easily see that Ramina for that diagonal being the square for the 500k for the DLC player.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and both of the DLC players that did decide to go Hippo here, as you mentioned, would be a very strong play just to get some power up.
Yep, definitely. I mean, Tom does love Jory, so maybe he'll jump down straight away, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got Red Wolf fight, and okay, what is with this prediction right now? He loves Jory so much.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay,
but
first we're going.
but it is a little bit fair because like I was looking at this column 5 and
Mhm.
to me it also seems like rather than trying to block on the 3 catacombs,
Mhm.
I'm kind of a little bit one-way tracking on this weapon setup into Millennia block and getting this top left diagonal not only online but
Oh,
also blocking that column 2.
okay.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. And diagonal squares, we've seen the more and more this format goes on, and bingo in general, is
Mhm.
diagonal squares are incredibly valuable for how much they block and forward.
Mhm.
So
So if Tom, well, Tom will get Jory because I don't imagine there'll be much stopping him from just going straight down there. That'll block the top left, get him towards Exaltation, or at least maybe scare Elash away from Exaltation. Pots on Jack's side, so is going to sort of force Furtive and Elash into Tree Spirits likely, or maybe the Hidden Crystal tier because no one wants to do that because of the DLC Furnace Golem, which just takes an absolute age.
yeah, sure.
Elash is getting the Grace on first floor. Furtive's in their second Cascom, I believe. I may have missed whilst I was looking at the other
Yep,
players.
second. Yep, second. They did the Duelist one first, and now they're in the Black Knife,
Mhm.
which
Do
is
we have
the
any
fastest
synergy?
too. No real
I mean, could always
synergy.
go to mountaintops to do a nice little catacomb up there, Furtive. Where's the synergy play?
Oh my god, don't get me started. Oh, that catacomb.
Uh,
Wouldn't recommend that catacomb to my worst enemy. Wait. Oh,
um,
look at Jack. Oh,
Jack,
Jack. Yeah,
Jack,
yeah,
what are
yeah.
you
You saw
doing?
that? You saw that?
I was going to say, no, Jack, you cannot give that one to Thops. He will not take it. He will
He
spit on you.
refuses. He refuses the imbued circuits.
He's like, where's my academy key? I don't want this trash. Get lost. Okay, so we'll be taking that round. Kill Godric, so he's going to have pretty quick access to...
Right, Lucas. There is a tree spirit at the end. It is double synergy with a mountaintops catacomb.
Yeah, true. Oh, best play of all time.
Think of the synergy.
Yep, Tom's still on the way. Elash following into a snipe right here, gonna be. And Furtive is finally going for that sleeping golem. Well, I'll say finally. I mean, it just in the case of it was pretty much the only rush square on the base game board, so
Yeah.
it's funny that it's been done this late, but it made sense because of what else is on the board.
Yeah, and you know what?
Um,
Since he's gonna get Top's academy key here. Wait, no, that's their blue. Never mind.
It's fine. I honestly think that when Furtive sees this Top's key, they will go somewhere else. Because you get trapped in. I mean, they could always
Oh,
go there, grab the grace, and go do something else. I'd be quite surprised, to be honest, if they actually finish the sleeping golem.
oh, but they're doing they're finishing the catacombs and then doing the sleeping golem, which I actually do
Yeah,
like.
that's a good shout. And this is a good grace to go for it afterwards.
Exactly, yeah. Even if you go for it afterward, like way after, it's
Yeah.
such a nice and easy pivot square. For,
Yeah, I
pivot
definitely
grace.
misread that. I thought they were going straight for that.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention to that one either. That's just because this catacomb feels so long, but it's not that much longer than the Watchdog one.
Yeah. And Cemetery Shade, so absolutely rapid.
Yeah.
Does Elash... Okay, there is one thing Elash can get out of this, and it's the case of information with board marking. So when Tom marks Jory, he does get the snipe on the square, but he doesn't get the information of where Elash is. So if Tom decides to go elsewhere and go, okay, I've got priority, I've scared Elash away, Elash could, in theory, potentially snipe it. Because yeah, he has to go through, I guess, repeated work that Tom's already done, but he can like sneak from behind and get the exaltation if they so chose.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like the pace of this is gonna slow down a lot for the base game once the catacomb and sleeping golem is marked for furtive. Not sure what Jack is going for. Oh, he's going for the smithing fours, probably setting up the grays towards Radon.
Although there isn't much for a down.
No, but I
Pretty much
mean,
enough-
just
enough for a down.
I mean, nothing really for Radon specifically. It's just that Morgot, you get access to Castle Boss, but he's already done that. Never mind. But maybe that's just going to be your second grade rune for some reason on this board. I don't know why. No, probably just picking up the smithing fours. Yeah. So Jack going for more of a weapon setup now, which is going to allow him to transition into this mid-late game very nicely. The 3 catacombs for furtive, really nice mark.
Yep, nice block and column 2.
Yep.
I do imagine Hidden Crystal Tears must be in Bonk's future sometime soon, to be honest, because Bale Millennia, although you always want to do Millennia on this board, but again, getting forced into Millennia is a different thing.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on your comfort level. Like right now, I would be cheering myself on for just like, oh, I am getting a weapon set up. I'm going to kill Millennia. Da, 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 da.
I was gonna say that column 4 is actually pretty nice for the base game player because of the Rykard, Mana Boss, money, gets you prepared for Millennia, has the smithing 6s in there. You get to plus 21 for Millennia. Like the column 4 gets the base game player set up quite a lot whilst also doing a lot of work for the board.
Yeah, but if you've got Frost like Jack is about to have, Millennia with plus 15 is essentially like a somber 9.
I will believe you. I'd still be scared as an alien.
Yeah, I mean, with the health bars
Uh,
they have right now, Millennia would have to be hitless. So
yeah. Oh, Tom getting blasted by Jory.
yeah, I mean, probably not going
Can
to
he get?
allow himself to get memed here by Jory.
Okay, there's the backstab. Everything's fine. Back to normal.
Yeah, there's going to be the Jory mark. Very nasty snipe there on Elash.
Yep. I would still do this catacomb, to be honest, if it was on Elash. No, well, okay, yeah. Um,
Just for the smile talisman.
just as an option for this column 5. I can, if he's going for hidden crystal tier, I understand, but
No, I don't mind mogging out here just to
yeah.
transition into something else very quickly. Ooh, that's Mog 500k too.
Yep. So he kept the Hippo money and Jory. It's not a bad play, to be honest, because Jory, as long as you don't lose the backstab, you can pretty much do the boss at any level. You just have to be careful of memes like getting stuck near the gravestones.
Mm-hmm.
Jack going straight to Rykard. So yeah, progressing this column 4. Already on a castle, gonna do mana. I think Tom, I saw. Oh no, it's Elash that's in reprimand, but even for Tom, it's not gonna be that far. Oh, they're both in reprimand. So yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
Yep, this
Jack
column
and
4 is gonna be an
Tom.
issue.
Yeah, Jack and Tom are going to be way ahead. And since the manor boss is going to be Volcano, it's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, how did Jack die there? Did you see that?
I did not.
He was falling down to the abductor virgin and just
Oh
jumped
no.
off a little
A
bit
little
too
too
soon.
early.
Yeah, a little too early.
Yeah. I'll be honest with the first couple. Oh, that is one way to get on that elevator.
When Elash
uh,
dies to Edred.
oh.
Not having a very good game right now, unfortunately, in Elash.
Okay, so yeah, that's going to be the Castle Man of 4 boss. I would be very surprised if Jack just doesn't continue just straight to Rykard, gets money, gets prepped. He's going to be plus 21 with the Cold Infusion because of Academy. Could go straight to Millennia, whilst Tom goes for Deathblight Dancing Line.
Yeah. And it has to be recognized here from Bonk that Top's Academy key leads to at least a 1.5 to 2 minutes time save into both the Rykart and the Manor boss.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Furtive and Elash are definitely trying to block on this Castle Man of 4. They're just unfortunately going to be sniped on it because that's what this Godric play is about, I believe.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that's like really unfortunate about this play because I actually do think it's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
But because Tom and Jack are actually sending it, it's gonna end up being not great. But when you're behind 3 squares, especially when the board looks like this, you want to kind of go for greed and you want to take away prio from your opponent.
Yep.
But given the upgrade level of Furtive's Flamberge here, I mean, they're not really going to be able to kill this noble.
Yeah.
Even if they
they'll be able
went for
to
it right away.
compete for a while, especially with the frost on Jack. Definitely got the weapon. They got the damage advantage for quite a bit. Maybe the rest of the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, DLC players are pretty much doing the same route. Both in Dragon's Pit, Tom just bought it back. Imagine for a couple of talismans, but probably going to go straight back there afterwards.
Yep. There's the kill on Godric for Furtive, so that's kind of a jump on cash, which is very nice for them.
Let's see how this noble goes for Jack. First being absolutely pancaked, which makes sense. Over in the UK, it was Pancake Day the other day, so very festive, Jack.
Very festive, yeah. Gonna try to avoid the roll here by getting the slam down huge tummy attack, which I'm sure is the technical term for it.
Throw in to keep the posture up. Should be one more charge for a stagger.
That's such
Yep.
a good use of kukris.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a good use.
Yep. And if he gets one more bleed or
Oh,
frost,
look
oh,
at
very
that.
nice roll. And this should be it.
Damn, Jack
And
is
this will
looking
be-
scary right now in the base game. Doing a lot of really good stuff right now.
Very nice fight. So yep, this will tell Bonk problems basically.
Yeah.
First of all, know that is noble, so Rykard is sort of off the table. So there'll be a discussion right now: Deathbite, Dancing Lion, or Millennia. And unfortunately, for base game, the smithing sixes for the Flamberge, there's only a couple of places really to get them, and Volcano Mana is unfortunately one of the best places,
Yeah.
which is now going to be a time investment in order to go and get, to be honest.
Yep, definitely a bit rough in terms of potential weapon upgrades. There are a couple of different options, but realistically, Volcano Manor is like one of the fastest, if not the fastest, that you would want to go for.
Yeah, I feel we're going to see Elash kill ADM, and then port back to first floor and get into Ancient Realm. Gets Skidoo, gets Ramina, and of course the Deathbite line for Con 4. Meanwhile, Jack is going towards Tree Spirits and potentially Lanciax.
Yeah, if you teleport me into Furtive's shoes right now, I would probably be going to get Hoarfrost Stomp.
That'd be a shout.
Because that essentially upgrades your weapon from like a 15 to plus 21 without having to do the Volcano Manor. And effectively for Millennia, just increases your ability to fight that boss so much because of the staggers she gets with procs that it's just so useful. And actually, I think that might be what
I was going to say,
Furtive is going for.
as if hearing your thoughts, Vixus.
Yeah.
Furtive is heading to the EG teleporter.
And there is no real other reason other than Pots potentially for doing that. And at this point, Pots would be faster through Academy given that they already have the key. Jack picking up the shield here for Rykard. And is going mountaintops.
Yeah. It is the difficulty part of people who may not play bingo in the case of what squares tell in terms of priority and what may scare away. So Furtive knows Jack's in Academy and has stops, so knows at any point Jack could just go, okay, I'm doing the 5 pots at any time. Furtive has done chasing, could be wasted. Same for Castle Mana 4. Now that's told Furtive, oh, he's in mana. Anytime I go towards there, he's potentially wasted if he finishes Rykard. It can be a very difficult situation to be in when you're trying to chase and decide what to steal or progress on your opponent.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. It's so scary being at this point because not only do you kind of want to play greedy, but you also kind of need to play greedy. But now that you've tried to play greedy, getting the Jory and getting sniped on the 500k and the Jory and Castle Manor Fort and also the balls, it's getting increasingly difficult here for them, and that's the Hoarfrost Stomp.
Yep, very nice.
I don't think they would have had a problem to do Millennia without it, but the way it speeds up the fight and makes it so much simpler, I think it's actually worth it. Because essentially you're sacrificing one try to just get this, and all of a sudden you're better for all the rest of the squares too. I mean, you're gonna end up maybe having to do consecrated bosses and Lanciax and Morgott, and just having Frost is incredibly important once you're committed to this weapon.
I'm very concerned with what Elash is currently doing. He's heading towards Cinesex and Bale, and I don't think he's very strong at the minute, to be honest. He only has the 200k really from Hippo, maybe the reprimand money. Didn't kill Edred, so not the 80k from there. I think he's going to be doing very little damage to either boss, even with the potential like weapon buff from the gavel.
But didn't he end up killing Idris?
I didn't see if he did. If he went back for
I
it.
think he might have, but I mean that's not
Okay.
going to change all that much.
Yeah. So I would, to be honest, like to see him get the grace up here by Senesax and then maybe head somewhere else, potentially into Ancient Row. Although at this point, I think Tom has headed over there as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a very awkward situation for Elash at the moment.
There's Jack picking up the last of his sixes, going to be plus 21 with cold now. And I kind of would imagine that he might be just going for Melania first before the right card now that he has the prio. Because not only is it synergistic, it basically is full free 2 squares, and it sets you up so nicely for the rest of the board. It just makes the mountaintops and consecrated bosses trivial. It makes Lanciax trivial. Rykart and Morgoth too.
Although I think they're actually going for this column 5 a bit.
Look at this
I think-
Elash damage though. I think you might have been
I might have been speaking absolute garbage.
yeah, I think you might have this one time. Look at this damage actually.
That is some solid work being put in.
Look,
Holy!
that's what I'm saying. What is this?
Okay, I need to look up the stats on this gavel thing against dragons. My god. Some
Man.
solid work.
I need to get someone else here in the commentary if you're going to keep doing this.
The gavel has 20% bonus damage on dragons. Damn. Yep, ignore me to do with anything to do with the gavel. I will still hate it. Okay, Tree Spirit's going on. And okay, yep. These two are going to be doing the Hidden Crystal Tears on Jack and Tom's side. Furtive's getting their side prepped after Elash finishes the Senesax. I will say Elash is fighting the Senesax very well. The head hits are not an easy thing to like do consistently.
Yeah.
So doing very good hits damage and a good fight overall so far.
Yeah. And it is
I add so far just because I don't know like cast a curse them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the Hidden Crystal Tears is going to be like, I think you said a snipe here from yet again. So, fortunate, but I mean, this Senesax is gonna help Elash transition better into the rest of this game with the Deathblight line and Bale and just being more scaled for the rest. For sure. So,
I don't think Bonk can stop this column 5, to be honest, if Tom and Jack just focus on it. The weapon diff on Jack is going to get the Tree Spirits way before, has better access to pots, Exaltation because of the Elash port out, which does make sense, but unfortunately is going to take away a potential block that they have.
Yeah, but Elash is 1 Tree Spirit ahead, though.
True. The only problem with that is it's still the base game player who's going to be doing 3 of them.
Right, but what I'm thinking is potentially the length of time this golem takes to kill. Look at this golem.
Oh yeah, it's going to take a good while. Also, GG's Elash. That was a very nice NSX fight. Holy,
incredibly well done from Elash.
Yep.
That, I mean,
very nice.
Not only a clean fight, but a much better damage than my my DLC expert informed me of here.
Yeah, I'll just focus on base game from now on.
Yeah, no, I think you might be right. I think the only saving grace here might actually be this Tree Spirits. And the only saving grace by extension is that Tom is working on this crystal tier right now.
Which looks like it's going to need at least 1 more riposte after this. So Furtive does have time to go and kill the Stormveil one.
And that's the last one they need.
Yep. So yeah, might not be as big an issue as I was thinking.
So I think if Furtive dies here, they probably lose it. But if Furtive gets this on this attempt, I think they might actually have this. Ooh, gets tagged by the face transition there.
Yeah, I think this is going to be so close though, to be honest.
I mean, there is a bit of a run to the Tree Spirit in Elac.
Yeah, and it is going to be tanky with this with the venomous fangs. But nice, it's going to be close.
I don't
Okay,
think it's gonna be that close. I hate to disagree with you again.
I
I
don't
think
know.
I think Bonk is gonna have this by a solid couple of.
I would agree. I would agree. There it goes, straight away.
Right.
Oh, and even more with Tom going great and getting the race as well. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I thought
Yeah,
that
because
Golem was gonna take a little bit longer, if I'm gonna be honest.
because I was imagining like an Instaport now of Tom
Mhm.
to, so they would have been entering the fight pretty much at the same time, which is what's happening. But
Yeah.
I do think base game with the furtive upgrades, cold applied, I would be pretty surprised if furtive doesn't have this.
Yeah, same. I mean, this is gonna be the lowest scaled of all of them.
Yep.
And double status Lamberge is gonna make light work of this guy.
Yep, should be shredded.
Yeah, look at this damage. Even without the procs, you're just absolutely decimating this guy. Has
Do
be
need to
careful,
be a little bit
though.
careful though. Yeah.
Whoa. No, I used to hate these guys. Now I just dislike them.
It's been toned down just slightly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Okay,
it is pretty close though. It is pretty
Elash
close.
going for
Ooh,
Golden
there's
Misbegotten.
the stack. Nice. Okay. That's gonna be.
I was gonna say it's not too far away. Like
Yeah.
Tom's is at like
You're,
fifth health.
yeah. Look at that. It was basically like a 10-second snipe.
Okay.
You were much more right than me, and you have regained my trust.
There we go. Thank God. Thank God. Couldn't handle 2 in a row.
Right.
Okay, so Elash with the Misbegotten. I mean, technically there's an exaltation down there. It is going to take a bit of extra time compared to the Jory one. Meanwhile, Furtive Lanciax with also Grace towards Morgoth.
Yep.
Holy, if this Bond can get a couple of extra squares, this is going to turn into quite a late game. There is some late killing on this board.
But you know what? I think Jack is going for the absolute correct play right now. We are going to be watching this Melania fight for sure on the big screen. Here we go.
Here we go. The first Millennia fight of the day. Okay, damage is okay. And with the double proc, it will go faster than the R1s currently appear to.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of mid-rolling this fight, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I do like a bit of light roll for this. Especially once we get into the waterfowl timing. I like time.
Yeah, just like I don't know. I like the positions I get when I have light roll. Like I don't get tagged by that because I just get the distance on that one attack.
Yeah, and for people that might not be aware about like medium roll and light roll, there's no difference in iframes between the two. But light roll, you get extra distance on the roll itself, so it can give you some better positioning. Especially, at least I personally find, I think Vixus as well. In the Millennia fight, you get to better positions to like carry on and be safe from certain moves.
Yep. You can usually manage your stamina a little better because sometimes you have to do 2 rolls instead of just 1 for the position.
Yep. It's also a similar reason why you might see in DLC against Rolana, you might see players take off all their armor just because light rolling against Rolana is also quite a bit nicer in terms of positioning.
Yeah.
He's doing quite a nice first phase.
Yeah, doing a lot of damage here for being plus 21 in double status too. So and
When's the first waterfowl appearing though?
It already appeared, and he dodged it.
Then I am blind whilst I was doing my little light roll explanation. just have a quick note down below. We've got Tom going to Deathbite Lion. We've got Elash following into Ancient Brow, and we've got Furtive fighting Lanciax. Okay.
All right.
So this should be a nice one into second phase.
Yep. And there's the transition.
Yep.
Goes for the run around.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Scarlet Bloom in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I do the old tech of double backstep and run diagonally forward.
Okay.
I just like it purely because of the position I get Melania into. Because when she starts doing waterfowls, you have to dodge it close up, and you're close to a wall. You can like the waterfowl dodge gets less consistent. So, but really clean fight here so far. Nice.
Now, I don't know your opinion on this, Vixus, but I think the second phase is the easier one, but is much more stally, and so can take a lot more time.
Personally, I don't think it's easier, but that's because I learned to fight the second phase much later than I learned to fight the first one. Because I did the first one very consistently into just like struggling with the second phase, especially with different weapons.
Clone dodge.
Because there are a couple of weapons where you can just do a full charge R2 when she jumps up and comes down with the Scarlet Rot bomb, and there are a couple that you can only do half R2s, and some you just want to do single R1s. So I found it to be a little bit more dynamic in terms of weapon choices. So my personal preference, I say that phase 1 is easier, but
makes sense. Yeah.
With certain weapons, phase 2 is definitely easier because you can get so many more staggers because of that bloom. Ooh, we see a close-up waterfowl dodge.
Oh,
misses
okay.
it. Can he recover? He does.
Very nice. Very
Double
nice. Sticking
heal.
with it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Didn't get rotted. Needs to
I was
be
surprised
careful.
by like a rot, but very nice.
Ooh, that's not the
heading
attack
the game
he
a little
thought
bit.
it was. Good double dodge here. Scarlet Rot. Nice tap R1.
Got to imagine a procs come in within the next like 4 hits. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, for next hit.
Yeah. Be a little careful here. Nice.
Oh, very nice. Nice
That's a good
move.
punish window, yeah.
Okay,
Ooh.
that's still fine. Charge attack. One more hit should be. Oh my. Okay.
Oh my god. Did you see how
Very
close he was to
nice.
not recovering the stamina there?
Yeah.
Very nice kill.
Okay, very nice.
Really well done from Jack there. Holy.
That could have right on the very pixel. I wouldn't have wanted to be in the commentary booth with him if that had happened at the very end.
Holy crap.
Holy. Meanwhile, on Tom's side, Ramina, so it's going to be an instant double square. Just looking like it'll be 10-5, 10-6 potentially if Furtive can get this Lanciax.
Yep. And effectively, it's going to be a full majority, at least for the red team, because this Romina is going to get this Romina Millennia square as well.
Yep. Deathlight Lion for Elash, so that'll block the column 4 peering, and then I imagine he'll be going straight for Bale afterwards because he already has the Grace up there, and obviously the column 4, row 4 is a big line, so must block it.
Yeah, I think the DLC is going to be done a full half an hour before the base game in this particular circumstance.
Yep.
And
Very
there
nice
is
Romina
the
Melanie.
mark for Romina as well there. Very nice from Cacio Pepe. Only need 3 more squares to win the game. All bingos blocked. Yeah.
I think it is going to be a little bit of a shame DLC-wise because Elash is going to have fought all these difficult bosses like in the DLC. He's going to have fought Deathblight Lions, Senesax, Bale, and it's like fighting them well. Meanwhile, Tom's like having a chill time, like Ramina, Jory, Hippo. Like Elash is like fighting for his life against these.
There's the
very nice
Lanciax
mark,
mark. Really nice for Furtive there.
But yeah, here we go with the Deathblight Lion.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're gonna give Elash a little bit of a highlight here too. Everybody loves a dancing Deathblight Lion fight.
Hmm. Not too bad a weapon for this, to be honest, because despite being like a hammer or whatever it's classed as, it is only doing pierce damage, which is good for the line.
Oh, I did not know that.
Mm. It's great until you face Crystalline in Rando, and then you're just like, how is this hammer not doing any points?
Yeah.
Where's my strike?
Ooh, and there's the Deathblight phase, trying to get a charge R2. Ooh,
Mhm.
very nice stagger. Ooh, is gonna need some iframes here though.
Yep, needs to leg it a bit.
Oh, didn't get the normal, because I've seen a lot of people into that phase. Oh, that Dragon Bolt
Watch
was very underwhelming. A lot of people in that phase run away so as to make sure that the frogs don't aggro. But Elash opting to not do that here, probably a little bit due to his positioning in the middle of that phase transition.
Yeah, I think so. Which is unfortunate. It's going to make it a touch riskier right now, but we shall see.
Really nice
good fight so
punish
far.
there.
Ooh, good roll. Yeah. Furtive now going for Sleeping Golem. Potentially
Ooh.
taking away. Oh, Wheatlash.
Elash does go down.
Unfortunate.
And Rykart is going to be the next on the menu for Jack. Tom is heading towards the Deathblight line as well.
Yep, it's going to be a straight up race because they're going to be starting pretty similar times now with that unfortunate death on Elash side.
Yeah. This is absolutely the right choice of squares here for Furtive, though, I must say. Because you cannot afford to lose this quick square. You cannot afford.
Just easy square, puts them to 11, and you have to be forced into some horrendous split in progress. Yeah, Sleeping Golem, I would agree with this from Furtive side.
Yeah.
The other part is, though, if Jack gets Rykard, they don't have much stopping them. Very nice Furtive. They don't have much stopping them doing the exaltation of 5 pots.
Yeah. Yeah, those seem to be fully in control of the red team. Which means this Deathblight dancing line is very pivotal at this junction.
Also, some people may have seen Elash fighting the sleeping pot throwing troll on the way to the Fisher. That one does drop a hefty pot, so that is the reason for why that fight was going on over there. Yeah. Oh, Jack, unfortunate. Go on, get Yash or out. Go on.
Oh, it's memed again.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh,
there it is.
My god, Jack. Second fight in a row. He's like, last minute problems.
Speaking of this dancing line being pivotal, if Elash doesn't get this, and Tom does.
Oh, how the heck did that not kill him? Okay, damn.
Really well done there from Elash, surviving that last second.
I was gonna say, I thought that frostbite would do more. Holy.
Yeah.
Nice save, though.
Still alive, waiting for this phase transition here.
Yeah, get a charge in. Oop.
Ooh, has to be careful. Everybody loves the wind one until it's the wind one.
Oh, am I getting close?
It's got to be really close to a stagger here for Elash. Has to be very careful.
Don't.
Really nice dodges. Gets a double heal off. Rewarded by a slam. Has to be careful of the lightning. Gets bullied to the side.
Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate, to be honest.
Oh,
combo.
Thank God he got another phase transition there. So he's going to have recovered from the stagger here, but is still alive. But Tom is right on his heels.
For it. Oh,
and there's the stagger.
That stagger, it's over.
It's over.
Oh no, he's running. What the heck is
he's running away?
He's running away because of the basilisk.
Oh, but has to be careful.
Oh,
relying on the poison.
Just needs a couple
and
of
there's
hits.
the bingo.
Yeah,
oh my
Very
god.
Nice. Holy close.
Whoa.
What a finish.
Holy mackerel. Jesus Christ.
What a close one to finish it out.
What a close one.
Oh,
Whew.
cinema.
Oh, my hair is all over the place now. God damn, I was panicking.
What? I think that was a very solid game.
Yeah.
I think some unfortunate squares and positioning that Bonk got forced into. But I think overall both teams played very well. Some great displays of like skills on both teams.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really impressed by both teams. This was yeah, this game seemed to be a little bit of a tale of snipes more than really anything else. Choosing to go for the same optimal squares and just having a little bit of off timing. Having some soft synergy with Thops Academy Key and Rykart and Manor Boss. And also balls a little bit for the red team. Getting a little bit sniped on that because Elash was fighting the tree spirit at that time. Which, I mean, hindsight 2020, but was a little bit of a very, like, it ended up being a very unfortunate timing to be doing that.
Yep. There was some like very scary lines on this board as well. The column 5, which we saw quite early into the game, but then the column 4 sort of being the one that bingoed, but that sort of became more aware later on in the game how much it synergized with each other.
Yeah.
The mana with the Rykard, getting prepared for Millennia. 500k obviously was nice. That Tom sorted with Hippo and Jory. Yeah, some good lines that were picked up and used to great effect, forcing Elash into some tricky stuff in the DLC.
Yeah,
for definite.
Doing a really good job at it though. Maybe you could check with the players to see if they're ready to come in here for a yap.
Yeah, we've got Bonk is ready. Jack is just having a bathroom break, so once that's it, we can get everyone in.
Yeah. This game was very fun to watch though.
Would agree. And for yet another game, the 6 bosses in Mountaintops Consecrated is unmarked. It will be a rare case that one gets a light shined on it, or illuminated.
Yeah, in my most recent game, I got 2 out of the 6 done, but alas, it was not finished. But I don't think I've even seen that one ever completed. I've seen 4 and 5 completed, but I'm not sure if I've even seen 6 completed.
Okay, we're still waiting on Jack and Tom. We can move Elash and Furtive. You're priority. Oh, we got Tom now.
Yeah, you can welcome them in, or if I drag them in.
Yeah, I'd say drag them all in, and Jack will be in when he returns back. I think that should be good.
Yeah.
Yo, GG's.
Welcome in.
GG's, everybody. Holy,
very nice.
What a game. Yeah.
I died to Dancing Lion. I died to. I was there. I was there before in PT, pretty sure, but.
Tom was jump scared by the fact that it was a bingo.
Yeah, I didn't even realize either. I died once when he was like half HP, I think. But I greeted for stagger and the basilisks came in and it was bad.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, this game seemed to be very much the case of snipes very much back and forth and soft synergies and timings for sure.
Yeah,
very much. I don't know. Maybe we could start off with Tom and Jack here. What were you guys' like opening plays? What were you guys thinking about throughout the game and like kind of the game plan?
Like, Tom, you had the idea of how to play this board, I think, more than I did.
Well,
I
wanted center square, but it was like a 2-second snipe. So we kind of had to neutralize the center square bingos from there. So I was thinking of doing perfumed oil, but I was like hesitant a lot. and I was getting map every which way, and then finally it was marked when I was heading towards it. So I was like, all right, I'll just go for queue line for the block, and then we went to balls for the block, and then I was like, well, Jory is the last block, so might as well go and do it. And it gave me 500k also because I went through Hippo. And then Jack was doing great, neutralizing pressure as well, and column Top's Academy key, and also creating pressure in row 4. We did go for Tree Spirits. That was another 2-second snipe. And then we also figured that essentially Volcano Manor was important, just to not only for the squares but to upgrade the weapon, because there's a lot of late game squares for base game.
Yeah, basically as soon as we got any bit of lead / pressure, I was all over the weapon, making sure that, because I figured as long as I could stay on top of the weapon upgrades, I was probably not going to fall behind.
Definitely the right call to make here. I was like really frustrated in the early game at like not having a weapon online. Like I started with the class that had the slightly unwieldable flamberge and Dane's footwork, and I died to Margit very late in the fight. And then I was like, screw this, I'm gonna get a little bit of vigor and get my flamberge online.
Oh, you went in
so
with
that was
the
the
footwork.
difference. Like I was like running towards Nepheli when you marked the square, so I think I could have easily made up time if I just like gone for like just those little bit of runes, and then I kept like not being upgraded. Like I had all the same ideas that you had, but like I knew I was just behind. Like you were closer to top ski because of Godric and everything.
So even if you hadn't died to Margit, Jack entered the fight maybe a full 45, 60 seconds after you, and still killed it before you died with the flamberge. Wow. So the weapon difference.
Talking about Margit, right?
Yeah, Margit. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Margit. Yeah. So that fight seemed to be just like very weapon dependent. Just having that flamberge for not only the staggers but the bleed seemed to make a huge difference. And Jack, because like he was delayed so much, was because he went for mountaintops for money, but it paid off immediately for that. So that seemed to be a very pivotal part of this game for sure.
I'm mad at myself because like every time that I just raw dog Margit like that, like it's very iffy whether I like, especially with a bad weapon. Like I'm not used to using Dane's footwork, very kind of suboptimal kind of fight, and then I died late. Like it's reasons like this is exactly why like you should just get a little bit of money, get a
they're risky plays. I mean, if you convert it, you convert it, but it sometimes status is just so powerful in the early game that it's just worth to make sure you can wield the weapon with status.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, that was how a lot of my practice games had been going lately, was I would identify kind of a risky play and would just full send it off the rip, and it would either be like so slow or I'd die or something, and it's just like over and over again, the guy who went out of their way to get just a little bit more set up for it was just better set up for the game. And so I was like, you know what, I'm making this adaptation, I think, on this.
And especially on a board like this. I mean, this board was two maybe 3 early game squares, especially for the base game. 2 or 3 early game squares, and then it's just immediately late game squares. Like it's mid to late game, all of it.
Yeah, especially base game, a lot to do with setup in order to do all those late game killing, and especially with the weapon, the square selection, with the mana being able to access the +6s, the Thops being able to access the Glintstone Wet Blade, Furtive went for Hoarfrost Stomp later on for Cold. I imagine that was like game prep for those late game killing birds. I imagine.
I wanted to go Top's Academy key like right after Godric. I wanted to contest the key, but then like went for balls to get just a little bit of money again, because like I even missed one of the runes on mountaintops. Like I was just lacking a little bit of money for the entirety of the game. So got behind on that, got behind an Academy key, so like I wasn't gonna chase in there immediately to get my cold. Like Yeah, I had the same ideas as Jack. It just that one risky play really screwed me.
Yeah.
On DLC side, which weapon did you use, Tom?
Claws.
Claws? What's claws? Am I blind?
Venomous Fang.
Oh, okay, right, okay. Yeah, I was going with the Gravelstone. The Gravelstone thing. I don't remember the name. The
Florus X is
So
What's
you
that?
won because you had a faster upgrade. Okay, yeah, that's so stupid. Okay.
I swear to God, DLC rush squares are the thing I hate the most. It's
Yeah, I've
I-
lost a couple of squares because somebody chooses a somber weapon over smithing. Like balls, if you choose a somber weapon for balls, like it's just faster because the upgrade time is so much less time.
Yeah.
It's so
To be
stupid.
fair,
Smashing.
I would have got the square much earlier if my PC wouldn't like fucking cry during the thing, and like I was on 30 frames. I had to switch my graphics to minimum and shit. I think it showed on the stream. I was like struggling, and also with the dog.
Did
was
you
gonna say-
grab any graces?
Egons, that's it.
Okay. Yeah, I grabbed Scorch Ruins
Yeah, no, I ran
and the pot. So that's, and then I had to make it nighttime too.
Yeah,
So-
I should have.
It did pay off a little bit because the dog was chasing Elash and it wasn't chasing
Oh
you,
my-
Tom. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I made it nighttime.
Yeah.
Because the dogs don't. If you stand back after the backstab, they don't chase you.
Yeah, that was a great idea. Honestly, I thought about it afterwards. I was like, oh my god, the dog.
I will
But
say
it
it was
didn't matter because I didn't get the square. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for my nerves it did. That's it. So then I just grabbed Reprimand Grace and I went oil. Because I felt like oil was a pretty strong play and it would be
yeah,
like
we
kind
were
of a counter play.
essentially going to do the same exact thing, but at one point I was like, you know what, I should go for Queeline. And then Jack's like, no, don't go for Queeline. I'm like, fine, I'll go for oil. And then you marked it. I was like, probably should have went for oil. But it's
Yeah.
fine.
It was that, and then so after that you pretty much sniped me. I mean, it's not pretty much. You sniped me on Jory. I was like I was on my way to a fit 4. when you
Really?
marked it. I mean, bro,
Telling you,
Jory was-
man. I'm telling
Jory,
you.
okay. First of all, I thought, okay, I'm facing NPT. He's gonna go Jory. He found a reason to.
I mean,
I get-
that column
incorrect.
5 was strong.
The
It was, yeah.
diagonal was fucking strong. The diagonal is disgusting if you get Jory and Curse Blades.
yeah.
It was mostly the idea. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go Jory, but just because I know I'm facing Tom and he finally has a reason to go Jory, so I need to contest it. But yeah, I made the decision too late. So I went through Hippo. I got my tallies through Hippo. I didn't bother going for the 500k. I was like, I need juice. And after that, I did a lot of back and forth. Before going Jory, I made the mistake of killing my True Spirit at this moment, and I kept saying the entire game that was a mistake. I lost too much tempo on that. Like, killing it right now was not what I should have done.
That's what we identified too a little bit. I mean, I
I
think
didn't have my weapon set up to
I
like
think we were
kill
just
the
we were
tankier
just a bit
ones.
confused at the time, Elash, because like everyone was fighting balls and then fighting tree spirits, so we weren't sure what the reason was.
Yeah, no, it was just like I don't really remember.
Furtive was still a little bit behind killing the balls, regardless.
Yeah, I mean,
So
yeah, it was. I don't know, but like either way, that wasn't the right play to do. And like you kill the balls, I was still in my fight. So like after that, I was like behind on the Hippo fight. I'm guessing I don't know. You probably didn't kill it before, but
yeah,
I had Hippo's Grace before marking Queeline.
okay.
I
Yeah,
think.
then that makes sense.
I
yeah.
think Tom's Hippo was about 3rd health when you entered Elash, and then Tom went straight for basically just ran straight to Jory, and you went to first floor and then returned. I think you might have gone somewhere else, maybe Tallies or something like that, but that was
Yeah, I
sort of
went
the time
Tallies
difference
and,
afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, even if I don't go for score, I don't think I win the square. I trust NPT's Jory. I heard the memes. I trust it.
Also, a very
all
nice
just a
NSX
meme.
fight.
It's all a
Dude,
meme.
I spent like 5 hours practicing my Senex, so I'm very happy.
We could tell.
Very nice
We
fight.
could tell it was a really nice fight.
That was clean, wasn't it?
It was.
I mean, the
And-
weapon helps.
yeah.
So
Elash
gonna
got his
say-
redemption.
The weapon did more damage than I was expecting. Nike let me know it has a 20% damage buff against dragons, but even still, I was doubting until I saw you destroying it.
Yeah.
look, it's Pierce.
I
It's
know.
all Pierce. Poor Senex
Yeah, it's
just
pretty
wanted
good.
to live. 20% buff on dragons, all Pierce, and the headshots. Like, bro, I was like, I landed a charge out 2 on the head. I got like, I think it was 2300. It was crazy.
Chunkin Senesax?
Yeah.
Oh, it was yellow damage. 100% the yellow damage.
Who am I fighting?
Were
A Geel in
you-
DLC?
Were you like in Bale at the end, Elash, or something, or what was your end game like? Because I was trying to figure out what you were doing.
I was in Rao. I already before going. How did I do that? I know I progressed like multiple regions. I went Rao at some point. Like I went all the way for the bridge. I sat at the grace after Salsa. I pulled it out to. I think I went to go Misty Garden, and then I was like, yeah, no, that's not the right place. So I just killed the golem, the troll for the pot, and then I went back Rao, and I went all the way to Romina. When I got to Romina, you marked Melania, so I was like, okay. I mean, either way, I wanted to go. No, you marked Melania when I was on my way to Deathlight Lion because I went the grace. And then I was like, yeah, okay, so I guess I'm just killing Deathlight Lion right now because NPT is gonna kill Romina pretty fucking soon. You marked Romina, I was like, okay, I'm ahead on Deathlight Lion, and I died once, and then the game was over.
Yeah, I mean, you had 5% left on your Deathblight line when Tom marked it, so it was close.
Yeah,
it was very
It's
close.
worth watching. Yeah, it's worth watching the end of that
Yeah.
because of the win phase. You got delayed so much. You launched
Yeah.
that. And then on the same case, Tom with the frogs around
He was
got delayed
just-
from finishing off.
He was just chilling. He's like, no, you come here. I'm like, no, come over here. I had to pull out some kukris. I'm like, no, over here, buddy.
I do
But,
remember
yeah.
hearing some complaining about frogs.
He just wouldn't.
I
He just
had
wouldn't leave
that.
his buddies.
Bro, my lion did the weirdest shit. Like he went into he did frost phase, wind phase, and then and then lightning. He did one attack on lightning and then went like, yeah, no, fine. At the end of the day, I don't want to do lightning anymore. And he went back to frost. And then he did one attack in frost and he did the triple attack. And I'm like, what? Like, make up your mind, bro. What do you want to do? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it was a messed up end game.
I mean, this was a really fun game to watch. It seems like the conclusion of the game was definitely a little bit of the initial choices snowballing a little bit of weapon focusing for the base game, and a little bit of soft synergy also for the base game, and then square selection for both teams just being a little bit faster with some of the timing for Tom and Jack. So yeah, really fun game to watch. I don't know if you have any closing questions, Lokai.
I know. I think we've gone through pretty much everything.
I
but
had
yeah,
one
just wondered.
closing question.
Mhm.
One thing that I'd forgotten to ask about is from Furtive. Why Lanciax then? That mark was surprising to me.
I was kind of gearing up to try to do Melania. I was like considering just killing DTS and then like having enough. It was just for vigor, and then I figured like, well, Lanciax is a square. I'll just do that and get a little
Okay.
more juice so that I can deal with Melania. And then he marked it soon after, I think. So
Gotcha.
yeah, you just ended up killing a lot more stuff than me. That's kind of behind. Like even just Noble alone gives you like a bit of cushioning. I had to mog out of a lot of fights, and like the catacomb square kind of sucked because it's like it's just no money whatsoever, and like at a
Yeah, I
time
was
where I was
very
really
happy
hurting
to.
to get something set up.
I was very happy to push you into that.
Yeah. Like my very first idea on the board was to rush Top's Academy key, and then I thought, well, there's Castle Manor for it, like there's more stuff with Godric. So I wonder if I just like stuck with the admittedly worse idea and just gotten Tops first, like if that would have changed the tide of the game, because it disincentivizes you from going and getting your cold that way.
Yeah, Tops was what I wanted to do first, and Tom suggested Godric, and I was like, all right, let's do that.
I didn't like column 3.
Yeah, I mean, you see column 3 after me getting oil. It's fucking open right now. By the way, shout out to Idrid. Imagine like almost no hitting Sinisax but dying to Idrid.
Yeah, that was
Amazing.
That was tough.
We'll have to watch that.
I mean, I was just greeting. I was like completely out of the game, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like jump out to fucking everything, and it worked until it didn't.
But yeah, I think that's probably it. I'm gonna say my final goodbyes to the stream. Thank you so much, first of all, to the refs for reffing. Really appreciate that. Thank you to the players for playing and joining for the stream. It was absolutely lovely. For the next stream, I will make sure, because this time everyone was so good in having their cams open, and I failed everyone by not having my overlay set up for the cams. And thank you for joining me for the commentary, Lokai. Once again, a blessing to have you here. And to the unhinged chat, as always, thank you so much for joining me. And from us here in the quote-unquote studio, have a good evening, morning, afternoon. I don't know where you live. Again, as always, you have to figure that out. Good night.
Have a good one, everyone.
Bye.